Hi and welcome to this gameplay and hands-on review of The Other Room for Daydream VR. My name is Sebastian and this channel is called Daydream District, bringing you the latest and greatest of Daydream VR. So if this is your first time here and you would like to stay up to date about anything Daydream VR, consider to subscribe. The Other Room is new on Daydream VR and you can pick it up now for around $5. The Other Room is a classic escape the room game, but of course in VR. In this gameplay review, I'm going to play through the first 3 levels, so yes, there will be spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, do not continue watching, but I can already tell you, get this game, it is awesome. So as you can see here in this first level, I find myself in this room. I picked up 2 tablets with numbers and I'm simply combining those numbers here now to escape this first room. Very simple, very straightforward, just to get into controlling this game. And here is now the second puzzle of this level. Let's have a look into it.
Put the objects on the scale to even the weight. I will add the gravity to make it work.
So in this puzzle you see some objects and you have to put them in the scale and you have to balance them out. So I'm going to try this now, put them on there bit by bit, and then we should be able to advance to the next level.
Good work. You are able to negotiate unreality quite well. New game. To move to the next simulation, you must find me. Hint. I am red.
Yeah, so this first room was not so hard to escape from, but of course that is good, so you can get used to the controls, and the controls are very simple. You can move by pointing at these platforms that you can see that have this blue surrounding here, like this. Click on it and then you will teleport to that place. For the objects that you would like to interact with, also very simple. Simply point at them, click, and if you would like to rotate them, you can do so by swiping on the touchpad. So I have already solved all the puzzles for this room. So I was told to find the narrator, and that red thing is the narrator, and now we're going to the next level.
You're so beautiful.
What you've just seen is such an interesting idea. After each level, no matter if you have failed or if you have succeeded, a person will come up to you, a video, and will look at you and tell you something. And then you're going to be asked how that made you feel, and your answer is going to be compared with 10 other test subjects. It's really an interesting idea. Let's go to the next level. Let's go to the second room and check it out together. I actually had to play those levels a couple of times before I got to the solution. However, I don't show you these failed tries here now because it's too frustrating to see me lose. So here now, let's get to the try where I made it.
This is a simulation of an operation theater. Silly, isn't it? Now imagine yourself under that blanket, because you will be, eventually. Bummer. Visualize each light as a memory. Now, make them all light up at once. Caution, this may hurt. Like life.
Yes, in this puzzle you have a couple of switches here to the left, as you can see. And each switch turns on or off a couple of lights on the right. Now your objective is to make all the lights shine at the same time. So the one winning hint that I can give you here is do simply note down which switch turns on or off which light, and you will be one big step closer to the solution.
Congratulations on letting up those memories. The past lives inside you like a second heart. This is not necessarily a good thing. These family crests remind me that two wrongs don't always make a right. Take your parents, for example. Kidding. Good
So
luck.
in this puzzle you're faced with these interesting looking dials, and these dials have icons on top of it. Now, in the first place, of course, you have no idea what you should do, but of course on the right and on the left you have these paintings, and they will give you good hints on what you should do. So this is still the second room, and the difficulty level is still not very high, but this is good because they kind of get you into this kind of escape rooms and how these games work. And as you can see here, the controls work great. Everything's very intuitive. You simply click on the symbol that you would like to change, and then you swipe at the touchpad to move those symbols around. I think escape games are fantastic for VR, simply because finally you're really feeling that you're in the room and you have to try to get out. Of course, they had been fun in 2D, like for example The Room on Android, but being in this room here right now with these puzzles feels great. Each of the levels has a time constraint.
I was mistaken.
You only have
Sometimes
5
two wrongs
minutes
do make a right.
to solve those
Good job.
puzzles. And the time is ticking, and you can see it on the top of your motion controller, as you can see here right now. I have solved this puzzle now, and again I have to find the way out now.
Congratulations, you are out of the operation theater. The eventual mortality rate for people who leave this simulation is 1 per person.
And that's it already for room number 2. I think the developers of this game are so creative. First of all, for this whole sequence after the levels, but now even for introducing these little glitches, it's very, very cool. Now let's go to level 3, and well, let's have a look what level 3 is all about, and then I will also tell you about my first initial impressions of the other room for Daydream VR.
This is the office simulation. Most of you will spend your best years in a place like this. Good luck getting out. And I mean that. Numbers are your friend. This is a hint.
So this level is all about the office, and as you can see here, here's a hint. You have to go a bit back to mathematics, to high school mathematics, but I'm sure you will be really fast in figuring this one out. I'm not going to talk more about this particular puzzle, but you will do it yourself. Instead, I'm going to tell you about my first impressions of the other room for Daydream VR. So now let me directly get to it without beating around the bush. I think the other room for Daydream VR is great. Really, really a great game. and this is based on me playing the first 3 levels of this game. The good thing is I can't wait to go back to it, and if I have this feeling, I know the developers have done a great job. The last time that I had this feeling with a Daydream VR game was with virtual reality. I also wanted to go back and beat this game, and I have the same feeling here. The developers have done such a good job in terms of atmosphere, in terms of how the game controls, in terms of giving you this excitement because you only have 5 minutes to solve each puzzle. And on top of all of this, the production values are simply great. Look at how this game looks like. Listen to the sound effects. Everything comes together as a great whole. So definitely, this is a fantastic game, even based on the 3 levels that I saw, and I cannot wait to check out all the other levels. You can pick up The Other Room for Daydream VR right now from the Daydream Play Store for only $4.99, and you should absolutely do so. For me again, I can't wait to play through all the levels and give you a thorough full review of The Other Room for Daydream VR. And that's it for this gameplay video and hands-on review of The Other Room for Daydream VR. I hope this was helpful for you. If yes, give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, do so now. Keep on daydreaming and see you in the next video.